Today I'm spending some time on the east coast of Florida in Daytona Beach, and I want to show you what it looks like post Hurricane Ian. Come on, let's go. I'm Florida real estate broker Allison Newlon and owner of Platinum Properties of Florida, and welcome to the I Love Florida Living channel, where I talk about buying, selling real estate and living in Florida. I love visiting different parts of the state of Florida, and I happen to be in Daytona Beach because my daughter has a volleyball tournament this weekend. And of course, I'm never gonna miss a good walk down the beach. And when you're on the east coast of Florida, you get to wake up to the sun rising, which is what I'm doing right now. The beach there aren't a lot of people on the beach right now, but one of the things that I wanted to show people was that there's a lot of damage here from Hurricane Ian over a year ago. That's right, Hurricane Ian. Even though the hurricane hit on the west coast of Florida and came in through Sanibel, Fort Myers Beach, Captiva area, this part of Florida got a lot of damage. If you want to watch some more information about what it looks like on Captiva Island post Hurricane Ian from this summer, you can take a look at the video that I'm going to pop up here for you. But I think it's really interesting because people don't realize that even though a storm might hit on one coast, people can get damaged on the other coast. I'm walking down the beach right now, and it is amazing what condition these buildings are in 1 year later. Now, I happen to be staying at a hotel on the beach, but we can't use any of the facilities that face the Atlantic Ocean. The pool is closed. There's no pool deck. You can't even sit outside. You can sit on your balconies, but you can't sit outside on the pool deck. And that's what I'm seeing across the board here. These areas are still in a great deal of disrepair. Well, that's nothing. This says keep out, I think it said Sea Club. This actually isn't that bad, but people can't use this access. So you can't use the access to get down to the beach, even though you're staying on the beach, because it's unsafe. So you have to walk around to the nearest beach access, which for me is a little vacant lot next to where we're staying. Now, here's evidence of some major damage. Again, this is a little over a year after Hurricane Ian. Now look at that. That's a swimming pool right there. And this looks to be a smaller type hotel situation, so they might not have the resources to, look at that. They might not have the resources to do the repairs, but also, even if somebody has resources, they might not be able to get people in, any workers in to do it. They're just stretched thin, because imagine all of the repair work that needed to be done in Southwest Florida, and then you have all this. I mean, there's only so many talented people. Look at the sunrise. Gorgeous. A sunrise over the Atlantic Ocean is always a treat, because I don't get to see that very much because I live on the west coast of Florida and we only get to see the sunsets. But I'll be able to get to see both of those things today, except for not on the Gulf of Mexico. But I'll see the sunrise on one coast and the sunset on the other coast, which is something that is pretty unique to Florida. Do it all in one day. Daytona Beach is one of the world's most famous beaches. It is a different type of beach than the West Coast beaches that I'm accustomed to. It's just, it's more built up, it's more used. People don't take care of it like they should, is the best way that I can explain. If you're right in the middle of downtown Daytona Beach, you've got Main Street, and it's got biker shops. People like to come here for Bike Week. And so a lot of the restaurants and bars and clothing places are geared around people who like to shop for that kind of thing. There's a pier with a restaurant on it. I believe it's called Joe's Crab Shack. And that's kind of cool because you can fish off that pier, but you can also eat off of that pier. They have a rooftop deck and it's really beautiful. Daytona Beach might be the perfect place for someone who's looking to invest in property, because there seem to be a lot of properties that need a little bit of help, and with the right touch and at the right price and with the right touch, there might be some opportunity here for some folks, because the homes that I saw that were close to around the main strip of Main Street, there's a lot of cute areas, but the homes need some help, some work. So maybe there's some potential for some investment. If you're an investor, you might want to take a look at that, but that's not what I do. I help people buy and sell their homes typically, so I don't get involved in all of that. But if you do need a realtor up this way, I do know people, so give me a call and I'll refer you to a really great agent in the area, because that's part of what I do is I make connections in and around Florida, in and around the country, so that when somebody needs a realtor in a certain area, that I'm able to point them in the right direction. I like to work with like-minded people that use the power of video to help people buy and sell real estate. So if you're looking for someone in the area that you're shopping, ask me, I might know someone. Of course, Daytona is also famous for its International Speedway, host of the Daytona 500. And a lot of people come here to watch the races. There's tons of events that are held there. I actually went to Jeep Beach there. They had thousands upon thousands of Jeeps. I'm a Jeep driver, and I attended an event a couple years ago that took place inside of the International Speedway, and it was kind of cool. Thousands and thousands and thousands of Jeeps every which way, like all colors, all configurations, decked out Jeep people everywhere. So they do that kind of thing here as well. And of course, if you're a racing fan, which I am not, it's not my sport, but a lot of people love that sport and they come here and they just love it. And that's of course what they're very famous and well known for here at Daytona, Florida, Daytona Beach, Florida. Look, this is so messed up. Look, you can see where the erosion, like you can't even, so stop, don't go. Do not go beyond this point. You see where the stairs end? That's where the sand was before. Look at this mess right here. Now see, there's people staying at this property. You can see them on the balcony watching the sunrise. But that's where the pool was. It's a big mess. That's what they're looking at. And they can't get down to the beach from their actual place, because normally the stairs would be right here, but there's no stairs, so they have to walk around a couple of buildings and go to a staircase that was built down there. I don't know if that's a hotel or a condo, but certainly not a very attractive situation. Ah, there she is. There's the sun starting to peak. There she is. this dog. You're having fun. Hi.
Yeah, usually.
So that dog's name is Colton, and Colton's mom is Heather, and Heather is a realtor here in Daytona. And she told me that after the storm, when people started to get estimates a little further south of here, no, further north, I always get mixed up where am I, started to get estimates on how much it was going to cost to replace the seawall, that they just decided to sell. So a lot of places have not reopened, will not reopen. Some people will just list their properties and sell. So if you're looking to move to the area, it might be a good time to get in while prices may be better. I don't know. But if you're looking for properties here, there might be some available, because some people have said, hey, I'm not going to do this anymore. But it's still a beautiful place. I mean, how beautiful is that? Some parts of Daytona Beach are vehicle friendly. That would have been an access to one of the areas that is vehicle friendly, but now that is damaged and you cannot get on the beach from this access point here. But there are different access points up and down the coast. This is the pool deck of the hotel where we're staying. And actually it's in much better condition than some of the other places that I showed you before. It's just sand. There's no shell of a pool here, so they were able to get that out of here. So it's it's not that bad here. Why does it take so long to make it whole again? Well, there are probably a couple of factors, and one would be probably insurance, right? Also, who is going to do the work? Where are the materials for the work? And also, when you have catastrophic loss across the state, there's only so much. I mean, things are spread very thin, from the insurance workers to the workers that actually do this kind of work, demolition, all of that. I know people that are from the Dade City area, which is just north of Tampa, who their business is demolition. Charlie Brown is his name, and he does demolition. His crew does demolition. They've done lots of stuff in and around the Greater Tampa area, but they were working down in Cape Coral after Hurricane Ian for months. I think they were still doing stuff recently. So it keeps people busy. And so when you have this much work to do in Florida, of course it's going to take a long time to make it 100% better. So hopefully within the next 12 months, this stuff will be taken care of in and around the Daytona Beach area, because it's sad to see. We want our beaches, our properties to be in good condition here in Florida. To take a tour of another popular Florida destination, watch this video.